So a big reason of why I produce is my self-expression. When I don't have the words, I can always put it down in the track. I can make a dark mood if I'm feeling really low. I can make something happy if I'm feeling all gleeful and everything. And ultimately, whatever I make, it brings me back to a neutral place, a healthy mindset, a healthy state of being. So I love producing. It's therapy. It's therapeutic. What it do? I go by the name King J. Bradley. I'm a mixing engineer, I'm a recording artist, and I'm a music producer. I was born in Norfolk, Virginia, raised on the east side of Atlanta, Stone Mountain, Lithonia, Decatur, and now I'm right back in the DMV. So growing up in Atlanta, early 90s, there was a lot of freaknik going on. Obviously I was too young to experience that, but that set a lot of the tone, a lot of the stuff that I heard, a lot of the dance culture. And then Outkast, Dungeon Family, all those good vibes. So those definitely play heavily into the type of music that I create and the type of music that I produce. Being from Virginia, some of my influences are some of the guys I look up to, Pharrell's, your Missies, your Timberlands. So big gumbo pot of that southern Outkast, Neptune, Timbo type sound. I started producing when I was in high school. I used to always go to my aunt's house and play on her keyboard. She had like a Casio keyboard, and you can record like up to, I don't know, 16 seconds or something like that. So I used to record something and then play over it. One day my cousin Ill Will heard me and put me on to Sony Acid. So that's the production. It's not much of a production software, but that's what I was using when I first started back in high school. Met J Mitch, he put me on the FL, Fruity Loops at the time, and that's all she wrote. My musical influences, I have to say number 1 and 1B. I call it A and B, but no in particular order. It's gotta be Pharrell and Andre 3000 and their components, their accompanying parts. So Outkast, NERD, Timberland, Kanye West definitely influenced me a lot back in like high school, coming out of high school. So those are like the big dogs, my main influences. So me and my buddy J Mitch were doing some producing for a local artist who was just happened to be working with Dungeon Family. He was working with Rico Wade and Ray, and they invited us to the studio. I don't know if this was the Dungeon or not, but we were in their crib. And Ray ended up saying he was a fan of our work. And that was like early on in my career, and from there you couldn't tell me anything. It definitely went to my head. A couple other artists that I'm looking forward to working with. One is Kendrick Lamar. The things that he's talking about, the music he's been putting out, the sound, and based on the sound, Soundwave is largely responsible for a lot of his sound. So Kendrick Lamar, Soundwave as a producer, and also Tyler the Creator. All three of them together, the sounds that they create, the message that they put behind these songs, the feeling that these songs evoke, that's definitely what I'm all about, is the feeling, and it's all types of feels between those three individuals. So right now I'm working with a few dope artists here in the DMV, working on a few singles, working on some EPs. I also have an instrumental album that I'm working on, dropping this year, 2023. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'm excited about that. It'll be my first project of that sort. And sync placements, TV, film, and game. Those are some of the main things I'm working on. Very exciting stuff. Very exciting stuff.